By the way, you people are very lucky, huh? You will be getting some personalized training here. So when you are less in numbers, no, there would be a personal focus of mine, and that you have got bagasu khata patasu આવી ગયું હાથમાં. Anyway, that's gonna be uh, the advantage for all of you. Sharing my screen, and here we are. Okay. Are you able to see this? Just check it out. Shall I magnify this further? Jogeshwari, is it visible? Avni?
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay, take a snap of it if you want to.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move ahead. Starting with a very simple question. And once this advanced applications of time value of money would be entirely clear, no, it would be helpful for us in building the strategies, portfolio strategies, some option strategies too, and some of the applications of stochastic process, that would be the third module. That's where too it would be very much important. Let's move ahead with the first question. If rupees 1750 is invested at 9 percentage by Miss Bengali Mamta, now I have used Miss intentionally, huh, because she is single, for 10 years and is compounded half yearly, find the amount and interest. लेट्स मूव फर्दर. और पता नहीं क्यों राजनीति में लोग सिंगल ही रहते हैं, वही लोग सक्सेसफुल हो रहे हैं यार. Now I have some serious question marks related to our marriage system. So now can someone tell me what formula we can use, Jogeshwari, Avni? What can we do? Try to read it. If 1750 is invested at 9 percentage per annum for 10 years and is compounded half yearly, find the amount and interest.
Annuity?
Okay. I mean, is it said to us that 1750 will be invested in each and every half year? Is compounded half yearly. Only the interest is compounded half yearly. It is invested only for the one time. So it's gonna be the single transaction formula only, right?
Okay.
Now please understand. See, compounding can be 3 monthly. Compounding can be 6 monthly. It can be yearly. Compounding frequency can be anything. But annuity you can say only if you will be investing in all those periods. Investment is done only for the ones. Only the compounding will take place on 6 monthly basis. So when I say compounding, that means you receive the interest on 6 months, then that interest is again credited to your account, that is reinvested again, and you get the second period's interest on the closing balance of the first period. And when I say period, in this case it's 6 months. So compounding can be of any nature. Annuity can be called only if there is a investment coming again. 1750 is invested again and again in every 6 months, then it's an annuity. Okay, so it's gonna be the single transaction only, and the formula of the single transaction we are pretty much aware about. It's FV equal to PV in bracket 1 plus R raised to N, right? That's the formula we use. So that's the question number 1. Now PV is obviously the investment because that's done in the present. So 1750. Then 1 plus R. R stands for the rate of return. And the rate of return is 9 percentage. 9 percentage needs to be divided by 2 because it's 6 monthly, and we have 6 months 2 times in a year. And N would be how many? Can someone tell me, Avni or Jogeshwari?
18. 9 twos are 18.
Absolutely correct. So 9 twos are 18 would be our N. So equal to 1750. In a nutshell, I can say 1.03. 5 raised to 18, right? So now we will not be using the PV and FV tables because this can be done. I'm giving you one shortcut trick as well. You may note it down if you want to. Say if you do not want to find 18 times, no, you feel that, sir, if we'll be calculating that equal to pressing 18 times in a calculator, then there is a possibility that you make a mistake there. So let's avoid it. You can also do it like this. You can just use the basic mathematics over there, So 1.045 raised to 9 multiplied by 1.045 raised to 9. I can write it like this too. So this power is always added when you have something in a multiplication base, no? That power is always added. That is a very simple mathematics. So if you want to find something, then you will have to find 9 only one time, and the same amount you will be multiplying again. So that's the shortcut key. You can also make it like 10 8. You can make it like, see, if you do not want to go to 9 as well, no, you can do it for 6 too. So 1.045 raised to 6 multiplied by 1.045 raised to 6 multiplied by 1.045 raised to 6. So find it for only once. Rest 2 time you'll have to just put the value there. I hope that's clear. So can someone tell me 1.05 raised to 6, what do we get there? 6 वाला करते हैं. So what you will be doing, 1.045 multiplied by 1.045 equal to, so 2 times already done, right? Pressing equal to 3, equal to 4, equal to 5, equal to 6. So I guess you get 1.3022. Now you'll have to just replace this value 1.3022 multiplied by 1.3022. Do it and you will get the answer 1.3022, 1.1.3022, and you get 2.208.
Point
2.2082,
8.
right? Very good. So that's the compounding factor we have got. So let's multiply this with 1750 and you get 2.2082. May I have the final answer please there? I guess 3864.30. That's gonna be my future value. Okay, Miss Mamta doesn't stop there. Miss Mamta goes further. She says that, Mr. Ronak, you will have to give me the interest amount too. Can someone tell me on behalf of me that how to find the interest amount from this?
FV minus PV.
Absolutely. The amount of investment you do and the amount of money you'll be getting after some time, the difference between the two is obviously the interest. So interest equal to FV minus PV. And sir, that's gonna be 3864.30 minus 1750, and we have got we have got 2114.3. That's the amount of interest you have earned from this investment. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Oh, 1 minute. You have put 18 over there. So let me make a change over there. It's not 18 माने के there has to be 9 years, right? There was a 10 years, so I took 18 directly. Let me put 9 years there. Once the question is calculated, no, then let's make the change in the calculation. You would have put 10 multiplied by 2, so that would have been 20. It was for 9 years. 9% was the interest. Fine. So this 18 we have taken as a n. So that's going to be 9 plus 2. So we have invested it for 9 years. If we would have taken it 10, then 10 multiplied by 2, that would be 20. It just struck in my mind. Is it clear, Avni? All of you? Oh, good. We have Ali too. We have Miss Anshu. Good to see that. Miss Poonam as well. So all those who have joined recently, please take a snap of it. And we have solved the first sum, which was very easy one. We have just found the future value based on the information given to us. And the difference between future value and the present value is nothing but the interest amount. Okay, till now any queries? May I have a chotu sa confirmation, please? That you have got it? Everyone? Ali, Anshu, Poonam, Avni?
Yes, sir.
Good, very good. Now this is the single transaction formula. We are right now into only the single cash flow formula. We are investing for the one time, not for many times. Okay, let's move ahead further. Go to the second one. If Miss Deepika invests certain sum with compound interest at a certain rate in 2 years and 3 years, then the future value comes at 8820 and 9261 respectively. Find the rate and sum. Oh, now that is something which will be testing our algebraic knowledge a bit. Can someone just give me a hint that what can we do? Any idea? Try to think about it.
Differential cash flow.
No. Try to understand the question well first of all. It says that if you invest the money for 2 years, then the future value would be 8820. And if you invest the same money for 3 years, then it would be 9261 respectively. That means for second year's future value is also given, third year's future value is also given to you. And you are supposed to find the rate and sum. Sum means the present value, which is your investment. Anyone? Yes, please.
Uh, uh, we compared both the things with equal sign, like left hand side and right hand side.
Absolutely correct. We would be comparing it. So in other language, I can say we can solve this. How? Let's do it. First of all, let's find the equations. There would be two equations. Equation number 1 for this 2 years FV, equation number 2 for 3 years FV. So I'm starting the question number 2. I hope everyone has got the question well, first of all. So at 2 years, FV would be something. At 3 years, FV would be something. We are supposed to find the PV as well as the interest. Okay, interest rate, sorry. So let's move ahead. So first equation will be, I can write the equation of XV equal to PV multiplied by 1 plus R raised to N. This is the formula. Generally we know, right? For a single cash flow FV. Now, we do not have PV, but obviously we have the FV. Future value is given to you. For the 2 years, it's 8820. So I'm framing the equation number 1, 8820 equal to PV in bracket 1 plus R is also not given, PV is also not given. N is there. N is 2 because this is for the first equation. Now let's frame the second equation in the same manner. Can someone tell me what I'll be putting there? Instead of 8820, how much I'll put?
9261.
Absolutely.
9 to 6.
Very true. Very true. So 9261 equal to PV in bracket 1 plus R raised to how many?
3.
Very true, 3. So that's gonna be my second equation. Sir, now you can directly compare it. Now you can compare it by multiplication, division. So you need to identify that which one will be the best one. I guess the division will be the best one to get something out of it. So what you will do is you would divide second equation with the first one. So that's your 2. This is 1. So dividing 2 with 1. So if you divide 2 with 1 parallelly, how do you get? So 9261 divided by 8820 equal to PV 1 plus R raised to 3 divided by PV 1 plus R raised to 2. As simple as that. Everyone has got it till now. So therefore, may I have the left hand side please? 9261 divided by 8820.
9261 into
1 point
1.05.
1.05. Okay, good. Good. Now 1.05 and this can be cancelled off, no? Raised to power 3 means what? It is for 3 times. So I can write it like this. Just a very basic understanding. I can write it like this as well, no? PV 1 plus R raised to 1 multiplied by 1 plus R raised to 1 multiplied by 1 plus R raised to 1. Yes or no? So it's raised to 3 times. And here in bracket, in a denominator, I can also write like PV 1 plus R raised to 1 multiplied by 1 plus R raised to 1 because it's 2 times. So effectively, you can cancel this off, no? Because denominator भी same है, numerator भी same है. If both are same, you can cancel this off. So that means you get therefore 1.05 equal to 1 plus R. As simple as this. So therefore 1.05 minus 1 equal to R. So therefore R equal to 0.05. And 0.05 is in decimal. If you want to write it in percentage, then R would be 5%. So rate of return in this is 5% by solving some basic algebraic equations. Is it clear, all of you? Till now, everyone is clear with everything?
Yes, sir.
Good. But they haven't stopped there. There is one more requirement. What is the requirement? Check it out in the question. Find the rate and PV. That is the present value. Can you again give me the idea how to find the present value, my dear fellas and fellies?
From the previous equation, we can go back.
Okay, you can take any of the equation 1 or 2, and just put the value of R which you have got by solving the equations. And you will get the PV. Because only one variable you will be supposed to find, right? So any equation, let's take the first equation and replace the value of R over there. Replace R in equation 1. So therefore, लोग है ना मैथ्स से खाली फोकट का डरते हैं. थोड़ा सा लॉजिकल अंडरस्टैंडिंग लगो तो मैथ्स में कुछ है ही नहीं बेटा. खाली फोकट का लोग डरते हैं, पता नहीं क्यों. So 8820 equal to PV we do not have, we are supposed to find, and 1 plus R. R we have got 0.05 raised to 2. And R is going to be same for both these equations, right? Because we have got the two equations for year number 2 and year number 3. Obviously the rate of return is same. So you can put R value in any of those equations. So therefore 8820 equal to PV 1.05 raised to 2. So what do you get when you multiply 1.05 two times? May I have the answer, please? Yes, please.
1.105.
1.1025.
1025.
Good. So PV is in multiplication of this. So if it is there in a multiplication, you take it to left hand side, it comes in the division. Again, a very simple math. 8820 divided by 1.1025 equal to PV. So my dear fellas and fellies, PV equal to how much?
8,000.
8,000. As simple as this. And if you would have put the R's value in the second equation too, then also you would have got 8,000 only. Okay, let's take a 1 minute. And if you couldn't understand, let me know. If you want to take a snap of it, then also you can let me know. Else we may move ahead further. Shall we go to the third one now? A little confirmation from the students. अभी
Yes,
तक
sir.
गुड गुड अभी तक कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Good. So let's move ahead with the question number 3. And one more thing, a declaration as well as the disclaimer from my side. If you are stuck anywhere, let me know immediately. If you'll be waiting and waiting and waiting, तो फिर अपनी मन की बात बता नहीं पाओगे. सीखो अपने प्राइम मिनिस्टर से, कोई पूछ नहीं रहे फिर भी वो मन की बात बता देते हैं. Mr. Ranveer Singh invested a certain sum of money at 4% compounded annually. The interest for second year is 25. Find the interest for the third year. ओहो सर आप तो फंसा रहे हो. तो बेटा फंसा नहीं रहा हूं, इसमें कुछ नहीं है. Once it will be solved, no, you will be like, ओहो इसमें तो कुछ नहीं था, बहुत ही तो सिंपल था. Just a basic, no, some of the again equations you will have to apply. Can someone give me a hint? Think about it. Try to understand the question first of all. Mr. Ranveer Singh invested a certain sum of money at 4% compounded annually. The interest for second year is 25. Find the interest for the third year. So you don't have the idea about PV. You don't have the idea about FV. Just the rate of return is given and N is given to you.
The same previous one.
FB will be X plus 25.
Right, going in a little bit of the direction where I want. Now see, first of all, whenever you have been given a question, no, please try to identify what is the requirement of the question. And the requirement of the question is the interest. Now, when I say interest, then your equation framing should also be based on the interest. So whatever the equations which you want to frame, no, try to put interest in the focus. Based on that, try to prepare any or make any equation. So what could be the potential equation to find the interest? Can someone tell me? $25 is given to you. So how the 25 you have got? Okay, let me clarify this further to you. Say interest of second year equal to FV of second year minus FV of first year. Can I write it like this? What is the interest of the second year? 25. Now, how you have got this interest? FV of second year minus FV of first year. The difference between the two FVs is obviously the interest. May I have your consensus on this? Is everyone agreeing to this equation?
Yes, sir.
किसी को नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो बता दीजिए. अंशु, पूनम.
Repeat again.
Repeat again. No worries. बेटा आप इंटरेस्ट कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हो समझने की कोशिश कीजिए. आपने से फॉर एग्जांपल 100 रुपए अभी इन्वेस्ट किए. You get on 100 some percentage of interest. Say 10 rupees you get 10 percentage interest is there, right? So you get 110. Now see this interest you have got at the end of the first year. Now on the second year you get the interest that is on 110, right? So you get 10 percentage of 110, that is 11. So your FP at the second year would be 121. So this is FP at second year. Now here in this case, they have told you that the second year's interest is 25. Now how you got this second year's interest first of all? It is the difference between the first year's FP and the second year's FP. This is the future value of the first year. This is the future value of the second year. So difference between the two is nothing but the interest of the second year. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Good. So that's what we are going to apply. Now see, FP of the second year can be found by applying the equation, right? By applying the formula, sorry. So what is the formula? Can someone tell me FP of the second year? What could be the formula?
FV of third year minus FV of second year.
No, FV of second year, beta. FV of second year. Can you just apply the single cash flow formula there? Very simply. Single cash flow formula.
PV into 1 plus R raised to N.
Very true. PV into 1 plus R raised to N. N would be how many?
2.
True. And here in this case, N would be how many? For same way, FV of the first year can also be written like PV in bracket 1 plus R raised to 1, right? Because it's only for the 1 year. Now R is also given to you, no? How much R is given to you? Check it out.
4%.
4%.
Good. So let's put the 4% there. So equal to PV in bracket 1 plus 0.04 raised to 2 minus PV in bracket 1 plus 0.04 raised to 1. And this is equal to 25. So on left hand side I am putting 25. So let me use the therefore sign now. 25 equal to, I can also write it like PV in bracket 1.04 raised to 2 minus PV in bracket 1.04 raised to 1. Can I write it like this? Have you all
Yes,
got
sir.
it? Very good. So let's take something common now. What can be taken as a common and the rest of the thing can be put into the bracket. So therefore 25 equal to, I guess, PV in bracket 1.04 can be taken as a common, yes or no? And rest everything can be put into the bracket.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
agreeing? Okay,
Yes,
so rest
sir.
everything can be put into a bracket. So I can write it like 1.04 because from 2 1 is been taken away. So only 1 is there, right? 1.04, only one power is there now. And this is the entirely you have taken away. So over there would be minus 1 only. Have you got this?
Yes, sir.
पक्का? एकदम पक्का?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay. So therefore 25 equal to PV in bracket 1.04, and this bracket if you solve that will also come at 0.
0.04.
Very good. So we have got one thing, that is 25 equal to PV in bracket 1.04 multiplied by 0.04. That is the one thing we have got. Now let's apply the same logic in third year's interest. Now we are supposed to find the interest of the third year. Now if we want to find the interest of the third year, then you can apply the same logic over there too. So that means interest of third year equal to interest, sorry, FV at third year minus FV at second year.
Second year.
Same equation we have applied for the third year. Now here for this we do not have any answer. We'll be finding it, don't worry. We'll get it. So let's try to put everything by using the compounding formula we have. FV at third year. What is the formula of FV at third year? May I have the answer, please? PV in bracket 1 plus R raised to 3. Yes or no?
3. Yes, sir.
Good. And here there would be PV in bracket 1 plus R raised to
Sec
2.
square.
Now R is also there. So let's put the R there. So PV 1.04 raised to 3 minus PV 1.04 raised to 2. Now let's take something common. Now this entirely can be taken as a common, and rest everything can be put into a bracket, right? So PV 1.04 raised to 2 has been taken as a common. So from this one, only one power is remaining. So we are writing that one power, that's gonna be 1.04 raised to 1. And here the entire one is taken, so there would just be a 1 at that place. So I'm writing 1 there. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So equal to PV in bracket 1.04 raised to 2, and here there would be 0.04. Now let me arrange this a little bit so that you will be able to replace something there. Check it, huh? So PV in bracket 1.04 multiplied by 1.04 multiplied by 0.04. I can write it like this too. Try to understand. I can also write it like, now order I can change, no? PV in bracket 1.04. Let's take this over here. 0.04 multiplied by 1.04 again. So we have just changed the order. This one has been taken over here. This one has been taken over here. And this is the value we have got, no, in the first equation. This value we have got in the first equation. How much it is? Check it out. You have got this value.
25.
25.
25 has been there for this equation. We have got it from the first one only. So let's replace 25 over there. So equal to 25 multiplied by 1.04. So what do you get?
26.
26. Now do not forget what was there in the left hand side. It was interest of third year. Have we all got this? Here, little bit of a rearrangement I have done so that you can identify that what is supposed to be replaced by what amount. That's it. Have we all got it? A chotu sa confirmation, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Others, I'm waiting. Miss Poonam, Mr. Hitesh,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Ali.
Yes.
Good. Now, fifth one, I'm giving you as a homework. You'll be trying it. I know that you will get little bit stuck there, but try to put some logic, some algebraic equations in the fourth one too. You'll be doing it at your home because I don't have much time right now. And obviously, we'll be solving in the next lecture too. So take a snap of it if you haven't taken it yet. Try to understand. I would just give you the brief idea about the question. Miss Shreya Ghoshal deposited an amount of 50,000 in two banks, A and B, dividing the amount into two investments. Bank A calculates interest at a rate of 7% per annum and B calculates the interest at 6% compounded semi-annually. At the end of the 3 years, she has received total interest from these two banks. That's 10, 60, 632.35 as the return on investment. This is the total interest she has got from all these two investments. What amount? Hey, he कहाँ पे? मैं कौन होता हूँ किसी का झंडा चेंज कर देने वाला? It's gonna be she, right? Let me just put S over there. What amount she has deposited in both the banks? So you are supposed to find the amount she has invested in both the banks by applying some logic. Take a snap of it. That is something which will be doing in your homework for your practice. See you all in the next lecture. If you have any queries or question, please let me know. Else I am assuming that you have got it. बोलते रहिए, मन की बात बताते रहिए. प्राइम मिनिस्टर से थोड़ा सीखिए बेटा. कोई ना पूछे तो भी मन की बात बता दीजिए. Okay. Fine. So all are present. Let me just put the message there. All are present. That's it from my side. Bye bye. Take care. Sayonara. Enjoy your rest of the day. Let me know if you couldn't understand any. Let me know if you get stuck anywhere. That's it from my side. Bye bye. Take care.